What makes something spooky? What makes a song scary? What makes a song have tension and make us go like that? That's what today's lesson is about. Halloween is around the corner, and I was asked for some spooky songs. Now, in Accordion Love fashion, instead of just teaching spooky songs like the Valse de Monstre or Monster Mash, I wanted to understand what is it that makes music spooky, so that me and you can play the accordion for 25 minutes in a spooky way, whether it's during trick-or-treating or just on a really cool night. So let's use ChatGPT. I'll share my screen and I'll try and explain what it is that ChatGPT is explaining. ChatGPT does a great job of explaining musical concepts. Let's make those concepts come to life with our accordion. So I've logged on to ChatGPT. It's free. This is going to be ChatGPT 3.5 instead of 4.0. I'm looking to make spooky sounding music. Can you let me know some chord progressions that create spooky sounding songs? Let's see what ChatGPT says. So, using certain chord progressions and intervals that evoke tension and unease. Here are a few chord progressions and ideas to get that eerie vibe. Wonderful. Diminished chords. Minor chords with suspended or augmented intervals. Not sure what that is. Chromatic descent. I do know what this is. Harmonic minor scale progression. Phrygian mode. I believe I know what that is. And modal interchange and suspended chords. 7 ideas. Let's go through them. I'll play these chords that ChatGPT has told us, but I need to know what the notes are. Can you please include the notes next to the chord names? I don't know what a diminished chord is. I do know what a diminished chord is, but I'd like for ChatGPT to give us the notes. There we go. B diminished, D diminished, A diminished. Beautiful. A root, a minor third, and a minor fifth. Beautiful. So, let's see. Diminished chords. B diminished. Ooh. To an E diminished. To an A minor diminished. I just want to see, are these the same chords that he was telling us here? That it was telling us here. Yes, they are. And here, harmonic. I just want to C minor, B minor, A minor for a chord progression. C minor, B minor, A minor. Good. Wonderful. So diminished chords. Usually in a major chord, we have our 1, 3, 5. Minor chord, 1, minor 3, 5. Diminished, 1, minor 3, minor 5. So B diminished. Beautiful. I'm just doing an pa. I'm using my diminished row. This last row on the accordion is diminished. Really cool sound. Let's keep that in mind as we keep going. Minor chords with suspended or augmented intervals. A minor. I know what an A minor is. C major. D minor. E7. I don't know if I would say if this is creepy or eerie. That's actually quite hopeful. That change from the A minor to a C major to a minor 2 to the 5. I don't know. I don't know if that really is correct here. The use of a minor chords and augmented or suspended chord can add to that eerie effect. I'd give it a 50-50. Chromatic descent is beautiful. Chromatic descent, if we go from a A down to an F, instead of going down whole notes, chromatic goes by half steps. We see it in, that's Phantom of the Opera from C minor. Or here, Phantom of the Opera in A. The Valse des Monstres. Right? Beautiful chromatic movement. So this chromatic chord progression, it's a walk down from a C minor to a G. If I played it correctly, it would be it would sound good. So the idea of a chromatic progression. My left hand is doing a chromatic walk down. There's a lesson on Accordion Love under advanced left hand technique called chromatic walk down. Now we can end with that minor chord with suspended or augmented interval. My right hand is playing the A minor, while the left hand is doing that walk down. My lesson on Accordion Love has more details. I really like that chromatic descent. Harmonic minor scale progression. Harmonic minor scale is a distinctive eerie sound due to its raised seventh. I know those chords, let's play them. Okay. I really like that E major to a D, sorry. There we go. I really like that E major to a D minor. That descent from an E major. And including that A minor, we can make this klezmer if we wanted to. That has a creepy, spooky feel, but I would make it less klezmery and more harmonic minor scale progression. Phrygian mode. The Phrygian mode has a dark, mysterious quality. We've seen the Phrygian mode when we where are we? There we go. When we played Eric Satie's Gymnopédie number 1. Let's see what they say here in terms of chord changes. Again, I'm not sure how clear this is because E minor to F. It's the same. Yeah, it sounds nice. What I'm doing here, I'm coming up with rhythms, right? All we're given are chords, minor, F2, F2, E minor. You could do a half step bass jump, again, on advanced bass techniques on Accordion Love. And I'm doing the chords on my right hand too. Choosing different voicings. Together. Choose different voice. That's nice, sure. Modal interchange, borrowing chords from parallel modes or keys can add unexpected twists. Let's see what this is. C major, B flat, F, G. I don't know what modal interchange. That's not creepy to me at all, or spooky. Sounds like a rock tune. It sounds like Freebird by Leonard Skinner. I'm going to skip this one. Suspended chords. I'm interested in this because I don't know what suspended chords are. A D suspended 2 is a D, E, A. A D sus 4 is a D, G, A. So... Oh, okay, here. Suspended chords replace the third with either a second or fourth, creating a sense of unresolved tension. Usually, our D is a D, F sharp, A. Instead of playing the F sharp, which is the third, we're playing either the second or the fourth. Resolving. Doesn't sound spooky. Maybe a minor? Can we do a minor suspended chord? Again, let me use ChatGPT quickly. Can you come up with a chord progression that features a minor suspended chord? A D minor suspended specifically. Let's see. Certainly. Often written as D minor sus4, consists of the notes D, G, A. Sure. So it's the same. Because we're not using the third, which defines whether a chord is a minor or a major, we can do it a D minor sus4. Let's see. D minor sus4. I'm expressing the minor on my left hand. It's more pretty than scary or spooky. Let's try that again. The D minor. I really like that chord progression from the D minor suspended to an A minor. D minor. We already have the A and the E from the A minor. We're just adding a D to using this, which is an A minor. And my left hand is going from a D minor to an A minor to a G major 7, which is an E minor over a C. It's a bit too open, but maybe in coming back to the D minor, it becomes spooky again. I love the D minor to A minor. Let's work with all of these things together. Let's use the D minor diminished to an A minor. And I wonder if we could use the chromatic walk down. Let's do that. Do I have a little notepad open? Let's write down these chord progressions. Well, we'll add it to the live stream song. Let's add. Here, I'll share my screen. Let's do D minor. Doesn't need to be underlined. D minor suspended, which is D, E, and A notes. That's not correct. It's D. Yeah, it is. D, E, and A to an A minor. A minor chord, which is an C, E, and A notes. The G sharp, which we're walking down from the A. And we can just keep walking down. This is a G sharp or an A flat. And the notes for that will do a B, an E, and a G sharp. And I don't know if ChatGPT told us on that chromatic walk down. Oh, that Phrygian mode, that half step was nice too. And then we'll maybe resolve to a G minor. Keep the A to A flat to a G. Do we keep walking down to an F sharp, or do we come back to the D minor suspended? Let's see. The G minor is the B flat, D, and G. Let's try it. We're gonna do a D minor suspended. I really like that. Now I'm doing it's hard for me to visualize this as an A flat. I'm gonna do a G sharp, and I'm using the G sharp with a D there. Which is a G. It's a B minor diminished. Let me write this chord. It's a B, D, G sharp, F. Any of those notes sound good. With a G sharp under it. We can keep walking down, but maybe we end this chord progression. Yeah, so one chord progression is we come back to the A minor, and then we restart. We loop that. This is one chord progression. Yeah, we can do this A minor to an A7. So lots of ideas. I could sit around here and play around by mixing and matching things that both sound good and have that spooky feel. Now, I could stick to ChatGPT religiously, but again, they're not yet our AI overlords. So it's just, I really like using AI as a brainstorm tool. I know a lot of these chords, but I have never arranged them this way. And some chords, like the suspended chord, I didn't know what it was. So it's a fantastic educational tool. But at the end of it, it's up to me and you, the musicians, to make this creative, to come up with a rhythm. One last prompt that I can give to ChatGPT is, can you mix and match this into a little tune? Let's see. Slow and deliberate, whatever that means. Chord progression. Look at those. Let's make it simpler, please. Meaning less chords. Too many chords for me to remember. Good. 4 chords. That's better. And the melody. Good. So melody, you see, includes I have a melody workshop where I show how to develop melody. ChatGPT gives us a melody example. Let's look at this chord progression. D minor sus4. We know what that is. Wait a minute. This is just using the diminished. Can you give me an example using all of the spooky chord examples you gave, not just suspended chords? Mix and match between them, please. It's really hard to type with an accordion. Maybe that's the one that includes 8 chords. Okay, let's play it. So start with a D sus4. For me, that's not as awesome as using your ear and saying, okay. As really sitting down with the chords and figuring things out as to what feels good with our instrument in your ear. Good, I'll pause there. Let me know if you have any questions. I know it's a lot. It's a heavy lesson, but again, this is how you'll be able to explore a spooky sound or understand a genre. So yes, now you can go and play Valse de Monstre. And maybe have an understanding as to why does it evoke this spooky feeling, this creepy feeling. Same with Gymnopédie. And appreciate Eric Satie's genius in his use of melody and beautiful chord progressions. I'll pause there. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.